Let's go check this out. I don't know what the deal with that R2-D2 is. Ooh, little garters. All right, today we're gonna go check out Far Country Falls on Couger Mountain. Let's get hiking. Check out the bat house. Not sure if there's any bats home. We get almost to the top of Couger Mountain. Gets across a tiny little stream. Old abandoned creepy house. I would not want to stay there overnight. I don't even want to get too close to it. You never know what you're gonna find. All right, remember when I said you never know what you're gonna find? Well, let's go check this out. I've seen it here before, and I'm really more of a Star Trek guy, but Star Wars is cool. Let's go just a little ways off the trail here. All right, where did you go? R2. All right, poor guy. I don't know if the tree fell on him or what its deal is, but somebody definitely spent some time getting this poor guy up here, and that's what's happened to it. Back to the trail. So I don't know what the deal with that R2-D2 is. I know it's been there for, I think, at least 5 years. I first saw it, I was hiking with my family, and I don't remember if I found it or maybe my brother-in-law found it. It's not right on the trail. It's about 50 feet off. So you have to kind of be really scanning back and forth if you're gonna see it. Once you see it, it does stand out. It's blue and white, and it does not look like anything else around here. And I tried doing some research into it, and all I ever found was a very brief blog post from somebody from maybe early 2020s, I think. And just like me and my family, the author of the blog post, it's only a paragraph or two long, I think, said, "Hey, I found an R2-D2 up on Couger Mountain. That's neat." And they didn't know what it was, and maybe they're the person who did it, and they were, acting all surprised. But I don't know. So if anybody knows more about the R2-D2 on the southwest side of Couger Mountain, kind of in Newcastle, let me know. Here, I'm gonna head that way, which it says viewpoint trail number 2. It's heading kind of east-southeast, and we've done most of the climbing by this point. So this part, it's not flat, but it does undulate a bit. But the toughest part is definitely over. Got another fork here. So we came from down there, which is I guess connects to the Delia Wall Trail, or is part of the Delia Wall Trail. And at this fork, it could go up, which goes higher up on Couger Mountain, but we're gonna go this way. There's I think a little stream that we cross here. just a trickle. Tiny little waterfall. Good thing I'm wearing my waterproof boots. Don't think it makes much difference, but you know, always nice. Ooh, a little garter snake. This is a good day to find garter snakes. It's nice and sunny. So these snakes like to come out onto the trails. And garter snakes, totally harmless. They just eat mice and rodents, things like that. They don't attack people. This is the next little fork. It's kind of easy from where I start. It's just turn right. Always turn right everywhere we go. So we came from over there. And again, this trail just continues to a lot more areas on Couger Mountain wildlife area. And we're going to continue over this way. Oh, look at these pretty things. Oh, these are, oh, I want to say these are, might be salmon berries. But clearly not ripe yet. Yeah. Another fork. That's right. We are turning right. So, Far Country Trail. We're gonna go that way. We came from the DeLeo Wall Trail. Well, I can hear it. But you can just make out some of the water there. That is where we're going in just a few minutes. All right. One more time and one last time. We are gonna turn right. There you have it, Far Country Falls viewpoint. So we're gonna head down some of these stairs. Look how high up that goes. These waterfalls, it's not one big waterfall. It's more of a cascading waterfall. But this is pretty neat. You can go down a little bit. Between all the trees. That was Far Country Falls. Definitely worth it if you live almost anywhere on the east side. There's so many ways to get to this trail. It's all part of Couger Mountain. There's, I'm just gonna say, about 100 miles worth of trails on Couger Mountain, and they're all connected to each other. So wherever you start, it might be shorter or longer. We're here kind of on the southern side of Couger Mountain. If you're anywhere on the east side, this is definitely a nice hike. It's not a very challenging hike. I've had a 5-year-old do the whole hike on their own. Everybody loves it. It's not a very well-known hike. So even though in the summertime, it does get, you'll see some people walking around, but it's never crowded. This is the way back. We're gonna double back a little bit on the last section. So from a little bit after the R2D2, where it turned right, we're doubling back that whole section. Then we'll take a slightly different route back that has some additional views, and let's see what we can see. Hey, little guy. Or gal. I don't see this animal. That animal, that's a squirrel. I always thought these sounds were birds. It's very squeaky, but they are actually squirrels. That is where we came from. And we're gonna keep turning left, except for just one spot, because we're not gonna go back to poor old R2D2, or smashed R2D2. We're gonna continue a little bit more north instead of heading west. And that should be coming right up. That's where we came from. R2D2 is down there, just 2 or 3 minutes down. But we're gonna go this way. And this is the area that has really nice views. It includes the Delio Wall. So let's check that out in just a few minutes. Let's see, what's our elevation here? We're at about 875 feet. So we're gonna go up a little bit more, but not a whole lot. This section, this is absolutely beautiful. So this here, I think this is the Delio Wall viewpoint. It's got this nice little kind of cliff here. And yeah, there's, I don't know, something off in the distance. All kinds of buildings. Yeah, you can see, oh, there's, I don't know if you can make out, there's an airplane, I don't know, somewhere over there, coming in for a landing. All right, there's an airplane taking off. I think you should be able to kind of make it out up there. And then there's views of, we're kind of looking to the southwest, so that's all Renton area, maybe bits of Newcastle. All right, we kind of have some views of Lake Washington. You can kind of make it out right there. Oh, this view is just beautiful. It's a little bit hazy out in the distance, but I think on a clearer day you could see the Olympic Peninsula. But today, not quite. So again, this is a view looking west-southwest. Yeah, those views, it was excellent to see the waterfall, but I love seeing those views. Then you go look at a Google Earth view later and kind of try to identify everything that you saw. The views are definitely nice here. Let's see if we can find something a little bit more picturesque as I try not to fall down. So that's looking kind of south. Panning. There, you can much more clearly see Lake Washington. Oh, and it looks like you can see the Olympics. You can see some of the snow caps. Oh, where's my hand? Yeah, this is just beautiful. I mean, we're looking 5, 10, 20 miles away. Let's see, Crosstown Trail, Terrace Trail, and Highlands. And there's a neighborhood up here, and this also connects to other parts of Cougar Mountain. So we're gonna turn left, and then we get to hike back down Cougar Mountain, back to Newcastle. You can already kind of look down. That's part of the trail where we're going, some more switchbacks on the way back down. Now we're on the switchbacks back down. I think this is called the Terrace Trail. This goes up from that neighborhood we were just walking next to, all the way down, which I think is part of Newcastle, all the way down to the bottom of Cougar Mountain, also in Newcastle. And that's going to be to the end of today's trail. I think this part here, I think this is what we just saw from a little higher up. So up there, that's where we were. And then gotta just zigzag back down. Got a little tree tunnel here. This has been here. I've hiked this trail probably at least 50 times over the last 10 years. And this has been here as far as I can remember. So I don't know when that tree came down, but it's pretty neat. Some kind of mushrooms. Very pretty, growing on here. Check this out. These are, in some sense, just some giant rocks, or boulders, you might call them. But they're not just any boulders. This is the bench at Boulder Grove. And I think these types of rocks, they are, I think, called glacial erratics. Because the glaciers that came through here, I don't know, 10,000 years ago, carved out this area. Here's some more of these. These are huge. These are the size of a big room. The glaciers, as they carved out the whole area, would kind of chew up the mountainsides and, I guess, roll these boulders around. And these boulders kind of end up, here's another one. The boulders end up kind of not where they're supposed to be, or not where they came from. So they are erratic. I like seeing them because they stand out, and sometimes you have trees growing on top of them, because these have been here for thousands of years. So you have trees growing out of rocks, and it's just pretty unusual compared to most of the scenery here. Every year, the whole Seattle area, we get these huge windstorms, not tornadoes or hurricanes, but you get these gusts of winds that usually last, whoa, half a day, whole day, knock out the power. I think last year or the year before, we lost power for 3 or 4 days. It also knocks down all these trees. Well, that was a really fun hike. See, I've been going for 90 minutes, about 3.5 miles, and I'm gonna end it here. This isn't where I started. I started maybe a mile or so that way, so I'm just gonna walk back on some other trails to get back. But this has been it. Unfortunately, we didn't really get any views of Mount Rainier. I think I either missed the spot where you get to see Mount Rainier, or it could be that because we're late enough into spring, all the greenery, it kind of really blocks the views. So that's unfortunate. But on there you can see, that's the old trail closed. There's the new trail. So, oh well, didn't get to see Mount Rainier on this hike, but no big deal. Anyway, thanks a lot for watching, and see you on the next trail.